Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for this video, I wanted to talk about the Physicians Formula All-Star Face Palette. I've actually been testing it out and I'm actually wearing pretty much everything on my face, so you can see why I look a little off. But anyway, we're going to talk about it. So if there's nothing else for me to say, then let's get started. So Physicians Formula, of course, is known for their butter bronzer, and I have been curious about some of their other things too. I've tried a few things here and there have been things that I've seen and eyed on, but I haven't had a chance. So when they came out with this face palette, I was very excited to get this and try it out for myself and give you my thoughts about it. Of course, this all-star palette comes with 2 butter bronzers, 2 highlighters, a pressed powder, and a blush. Now, 3 of these things are limited edition, so you will only find them in this specific face palette. They have the Maru Butter Bronzer. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Their Matte Moni Butter Bronzer, which is limited edition in this palette. They have the Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearls, which is also limited edition. The Rosé All Day Petal Glow Powder Palette Multicolored Pressed Powder. That is limited edition. I can't believe I'm saying a lot of P's here. I'm surprised I can actually keep up with it. And their Happy Booster Glow and Mood Boosting Blush. Now, one thing for me that I have learned is that the butter bronzer, the original, which I'm actually wearing on this side here, doesn't tend to show on my skin. It seems to actually match it. However, I also know that they came out with different shades, and I actually have been using a different one and it works so much better. It looks beautiful. It actually shows up on my face. Now, with the Matte Moni Butter Bronzer, I've actually been using that quite a bit as well, and that actually shows up a little bit better on my skin tone. I'm wearing it on this side right here, and you can tell for a fact that, you know, the butter bronzer has more of a shine effect to it, whereas the Moni one, of course, is matte, so it doesn't show, it doesn't give more of a pop to it. I will say this though, the Moni scent I'm not really a fan of. Butter bronzer, of course, for sure, makes me think of paradise. Would love to be there right now, in fact. But the matte one, for sure, unfortunately, has given me, unfortunately, the scent gives me a headache, and I'm not really a fan of how that works. For the highlighters, I'm actually wearing Rosé All Day on this side, and the the Mineral Glow Pearls on this side. One thing I will say in this palette as well is that when you first check the pearl one, when you are first getting it, it has unfortunately a bit of a kind of a spray color, so to sense, to kind of make it look like it's pearly, but actually when you start using it, the color tends to change. So this is more on top of what you will see at first, and then as you dig deeper, it will get more of this kind of color. So you can see the gradual change in color. I kind of wish they didn't do that, that they did more of just a consistent color throughout instead of having to change the color as you're using it. I don't understand when companies do that, and I do wish that they would not do that. Something that would be misleading. It's not good for me. It makes me think that they're trying to hide something, and obviously that they are. I wish they didn't do that, but that of course is my opinion. The Rosé All Day, I love it. It's beautiful, and I feel like it works better for my skin tone, and it gives that more natural glow. I love it very much. I will definitely keep using that one specifically. Now for the pressed powder, like I said, it is limited edition, and overall I feel the powder is okay. I did not see a flashback while using it, and in fact when I took a picture to see, I did not really see anything like that. It's not my favorite. I wouldn't say it's like super amazing. It's not terrible though. I will say this, that it does set my makeup and it does keep my foundation and my concealer from creasing. I did notice that it just seemed to work out really well. I'm glad it does not have a glitter or a shine to it. It's just a matte, and it sets pretty much everything. So I guess overall it does do its job. Do I like the actual finish? It's okay. It's not terrible, but I mean, there's other powders that I prefer. The blush, I will say, which is limited edition Happy Booster Glow and Mood Boosting Blush. it did not really seem to show on my skin. Of course, this is my skin tone. With that, it just is too light for me. For someone who has a lighter skin tone, may work better. Darker skin tone, I'm not sure it would show up. Maybe it will, I don't know, but I think it's more geared towards a lighter skin tone so that it will show up a little bit more. Overall, would this be something that would be good to get? Sure. I mean, for most of these things, I mean, I would probably use half of them. Like I said, the original butter bronzer, the powder, and the blush seem to be okay or just don't show up on my skin. Whereas the Moni, the two highlighters definitely show up on my face. They do look really nice. You can tell right here, this is the pearl, this is the rosé. They look really nice, but I don't know. I feel for me, this is maybe not something I would get. I'd probably just get individual ones instead of trying to get all of them. I may use the pressed powder to, you know, continue using it and testing out more, but overall, I'm not like, I would probably use about half of what's in here for sure. The butter bronzer, of course, I love it. I just would get it in a different shade that would match more for me and my skin tone. So you can pick this palette up at Walmart, and it actually has come out now to Ulta. Other face palettes that I've tried from Physicians Formula, I actually use Wayleen's face palette a lot, and I love it. The butter bronzer in there for sure matches my skin tone, and I use that. And overall, I just think I'd probably use maybe half these things. So hopefully that will give you a little more information and a little more in depth about this specific palette. And I hope you're having a great day, a great week. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you'll be notified of when I upload new videos. And I hope you have a wonderful time, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks. Bye.